There is a simple truth that most people overlook. Nobody is coming to save you. Your life will only change when you put your energy where it belongs, on yourself. Every dream you have, every goal you want to reach, every future you hope for depends on one thing: how much you are willing to focus on yourself without distractions, without excuses, and without waiting for permission. You must make yourself so strong that failure cannot break you and rejection cannot stop you. The world rewards people who master themselves, not those who blame their circumstances or wait for help. The ones who win are the ones who relentlessly build their growth, their vision, and their path. Focus on you until you win. Because if you don't, nobody else will. Today could be the day you stop looking outward and begin to build the life you deserve from the inside out. Chapter 1. Focus fully on building your strongest self every day. You must commit to building your strongest self every single day. There is no room for days off when it comes to growing into the person you want to be. Life keeps moving whether you act or not, and every moment that slips away without work stacks against you. Each day you either move closer to the life you want, or you drift farther into what you do not want. Many people never win because they never stay focused on themselves long enough. They get distracted by others, comparisons, or things that do not matter. Daily commitment is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Commit to getting stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. This is not a once-in-a-while effort. It is a daily decision you must make even when you do not feel like it. It begins with the decision to stop letting another day slip through your fingers. Decide you will work harder on yourself than on anything else. Your strongest self will not build itself. Your mind will not sharpen by accident. Discipline does not fall from the sky. You are responsible. And it starts with small, consistent steps. Start with practical choices you can repeat. Choose 1 hour of reading instead of endless scrolling. Choose one workout instead of making excuses. Choose nourishing food instead of junk. Pick one focused task toward your goals and complete it. Small choices build a foundation brick by brick. But consistency is the secret. The work that happens when no one is watching, when results are invisible, and it would be easy to quit, is the foundation that lasts. Strength grows in silence and struggle. Strength forms when you do the hard things daily, when you keep going while others rest, when you take action even without applause. Intentions alone do not build strength. Action does. You must be the person who shows up each day. No excuses, no blaming, no waiting for motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Consistency is dependable. Make consistency your goal. Each day you choose yourself, you move forward. Each day you build your identity through action, and that identity shapes your future. Ask yourself honest questions. Are you building yourself or distracting yourself? Are you moving forward or letting life push you around? If you are not getting stronger, you are getting weaker. If you are not progressing, you are falling behind. There is no standing still. Growth is not optional. Protect your focus as if your life depends on it, because it does. In a world built to steal attention, focus is your superpower. Your attention creates your future. Guard it. When you focus on yourself daily, you stop needing permission or approval from others. You stop explaining your dreams to people who will never understand. You stop feeling guilty for wanting more. You begin to stand firm in who you are and who you are becoming. Nobody else is coming to build you. Nobody else is responsible for making you strong. That is your job, the most important job you will ever have. Respect yourself enough to do the work, to trade temporary comfort for lasting power, and to choose growth over fitting in. Every morning is a fresh chance to prove you are serious about your future. You cannot treat days as endless and disposable. Each day is a building block. Every small decision matters. The beauty of focusing on yourself is that progress compounds. As you grow stronger, relationships improve, health improves, finances improve, and confidence grows. It always starts with you. If you focus on yourself until you win, one day you will look back and realize winning was not the main prize. The real reward is the person you became along the way. Your strongest self lives beyond discipline, sacrifice, and consistency, and you already have what it takes inside you. You do not need more talent. You do not need someone to rescue you. You need a level of commitment to yourself you have not shown before. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week. Focus completely on building your strongest self right now. Then wake up tomorrow and do it again. Stack days into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. Stack the wins. Watch how your life changes. Notice how your confidence grows, and your strength becomes unbreakable. This is how you win. Not by hoping, not by luck, but by focusing fully on you every single day. You win by showing up for yourself no matter what. You win by refusing to quit when things get hard. You win by doing the work most people are too lazy to do. Focus on yourself until you win, because if you don't, nobody else will. Decide on simple, practical steps you can take daily. Read for an hour instead of scrolling. Move your body even when it is inconvenient. Choose food that fuels your energy instead of food that drains you. Write down one goal and one action you will take today toward it. Small habits repeated daily become lasting strength. Build systems that support your focus. Schedule focus sessions with no interruptions. Turn off notifications and create a clean space where you can work without being pulled away. Protect your mental space. Not every conversation deserves your attention. Not every opinion needs a response. Learn to say no without guilt. You will be tempted to explain or defend your choices to critics. Don't waste energy on that. Convincing people who are committed to misunderstanding you is a stolen minute from your future. Keep your attention sacred. Anything that does not push you closer to your vision is noise. Quiet the inner critic that says you are not ready, and replace doubt with a steady practice of action. Understand the real battle is inside you. It is won through endurance, not short bursts. Endurance means staying with the work long after the excitement fades. It means putting in the hours when results are invisible and the outcome is uncertain. Endurance requires sacrifice, saying no to momentary pleasures that steal time, sometimes missing social events, and choosing the slow, steady path that compounds into greatness. You may miss comforts today, but you will gain a life few people ever build. Practice showing up when it is hard. The discipline of showing up builds trust with yourself. When you keep even small promises to yourself, you rewire who you are. Over time, you don't wait for motivation because habit carries you. Reliability becomes a stronger asset than raw talent in the long game. Make small daily promises, a workout, a focused reading block, a task toward a goal, and keep them even when no one is watching. When setbacks come, and they will, treat them as information, not as defeat. Analyze what went wrong, learn the lesson, and continue. A single failure does not determine the outcome. Your response does. Many people stop at the first obstacle. Winners adjust and keep moving. Harden your mind so you are neither crushed by failure nor inflated by early success. Maintain steady daily work that builds momentum greater than any single setback. Remember, building yourself improves everything else. As you grow, your relationships improve because you are more present and less needy. Your health improves because you move and feed yourself better. Your finances improve because consistent effort compounds into better choices. Your confidence rises because you prove to yourself you can do hard things. Think of these as compound benefits. They pay back your effort many times over. Do not wait for a perfect moment. Conditions will never be flawless. If you always wait for the right time, your life will stay the same. Start where you are with what you have. Take imperfect action and refine as you go. Every imperfect step adds up. Be patient with the slow climb, but relentless in daily effort. Keep your eyes on the long game and make every day a deliberate step toward the person you want to become. Focus on you until you win. Protect your time, guard your mind, and show up with integrity every single day. Your life depends on it. Chapter 2. Train your mind to ignore the noise. Every day, noise surrounds you. Opinions fly from all directions. Distractions compete for your attention. Voices try to shape who you are and what you should do. If you're not careful, you can spend your entire life chasing the expectations of others and lose yourself in the process. That's why learning to silence the outside noise isn't just helpful, it is essential. Your attention is limited. If you give it to everything, you'll have nothing left for yourself. If you allow every distraction inside, your dreams dry up, your energy fades, and your confidence collapses. You cannot build a strong mind if you let noise invade it. Protect your mind like your most valuable treasure, because it is. The world will always talk. People will always have opinions. But opinions don't create your future. Opinions don't pay your bills. Opinions don't make your life. Your actions, your choices, and your daily focus do. The moment you start listening to every opinion, you surrender your power. You begin to doubt yourself, to question your path, to shrink your vision just to fit someone else's narrow view. Training your mind to ignore noise means building inner strength. It means being so grounded in your vision that outside voices can't shake you. It means knowing who you are with such clarity that nothing anyone says can pull you off track. This isn't arrogance, it's clarity. It's choosing to protect your purpose from being hijacked by other people's fears and doubts. The first step is clarity. When you know what matters most, it's easier to recognize what doesn't. Not every comment deserves your attention. Not every distraction deserves your energy. If it doesn't move you closer to your vision, it's noise. If it doesn't make you stronger, it's noise. If it drains your spirit instead of fueling it, it's noise. You must become ruthless about focus. Guard your mind against negativity, gossip, jealousy, comparison, and fear. Don't let yourself get dragged into meaningless battles. Don't waste your time trying to explain yourself to people who refuse to understand. Don't live your life according to standards that aren't even yours. That is how dreams die. That is how potential is wasted. Instead, quiet your mind when the world gets loud. Learn to recognize your own voice above the chaos. Trust your instincts even when nobody else agrees. Strength is built when you realize you don't need permission to act, validation to believe, or approval to chase your dream. The only voice that truly matters is the one inside that knows you were meant for more. Critics will always exist. Doubters will always exist. Some people will call you foolish for chasing something bigger than what is comfortable. But their noise is not your problem. Their doubts are not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to protect your mind, to keep it clean, strong, and focused. That is how you protect your future. When you train your mind to ignore the noise, you move faster. Your thinking clears. Your heart feels lighter. You stop carrying the burden of other people's opinions. You stop apologizing for wanting more. You stop shrinking to make others feel comfortable. You start living with a steady power that doesn't fade, simply because someone else doesn't understand it. Training your mind doesn't mean pretending the noise isn't there. It means recognizing it for what it is and choosing not to give it energy. It means saying, I hear it, but it's not for me. It means locking in on your goals no matter what the world throws at you. It means building a mind strong enough to handle rejection, criticism, and setbacks, and still move forward with belief intact. Every day is a test. You'll be tempted to defend yourself, to explain yourself, to react. But every time you rise above that temptation, you grow stronger. Every time you ignore the meaningless and choose focus, you sharpen your mind. You develop resilience. You gain the ability to stand steady in chaos and still see where you're headed. That is freedom. When you no longer need the world's approval, you are free. When you stop letting criticism define you, you are free. When you stop looking for constant validation, you are free. And that freedom gives you the strength to chase your full potential without being slowed by doubts that never belong to you. Make the decision now. Your dreams are too important to waste on noise. Your peace is more valuable than winning arguments. Your energy is too sacred to spend on things that don't build you. Guard your mind daily. Guard your future daily. Focus is a daily choice. Strength is a daily choice. Peace is a daily choice. You have the power to say no to noise and yes to your future. Some days distractions will feel louder. Some days the pressure to fit in will feel strong, but you must be stronger. You must remind yourself why you started, what's at stake, and why it matters. Greatness is never built by following the crowd. It is built by those who dare to walk alone if necessary. Greatness is built by those who choose silence over meaningless arguments, who carry responsibility for their own mindset, and who guard their energy with discipline. Remember, you are responsible for the energy you allow around you. You are responsible for the mindset you bring to each day. And the stronger your mind, the clearer your path. The clearer your path, the faster you move. The faster you move, the closer you come to the life you were meant to live. Noise will never disappear. Critics won't go away. Doubts will always be spoken. But you will be different. You will be stronger. You will be wiser. You will be unshaken. You will no longer bend with every opinion or fall apart with every criticism. You will walk forward, even when the world shouts for you to stop. Train your mind until you can hear the noise and keep moving anyway. Train your mind until you can stand firm in your own truth. Train your mind until you don't need anyone else to confirm you're on the right path, because you will know it deep within. This is your life. Don't waste it listening to noise. Focus on becoming who you were meant to be. Focus on building the future you deserve. Focus on staying true no matter how loud the world gets. Because if you stay true, if you stay focused, you will win. The world cannot stop a mind that refuses to give up. Chapter 3. Fight for your dreams. When no one believes, there will come a point when you realize a hard truth. If you do not fight for your dreams, nobody else will. People may care about you, they may even love you, but they cannot see the fire inside you. They cannot feel the vision that was given to you alone. And when you chase something greater than what feels comfortable, doubt will always follow. It is not their job to believe. It is yours. When no one believes in you, you face a choice. You can shrink down and accept their limited view, or you can rise higher because you know what you are building is far bigger than what they can see. Many dreams have died because someone close said, "You can't do it." You must understand this. Belief is not the responsibility of others. Belief is your responsibility. Fighting for your dreams is lonely work. You will spend nights in silence, wondering if you are crazy for wanting more. You will have mornings where doubt presses down on your chest like a weight. You will have days where results are invisible and belief is all you have. But that is enough. That is the seed of every great achievement, the ability to believe when evidence is absent. Most people settle for small dreams because small dreams do not scare anyone. They are safe, familiar, and non-threatening. But when you decide to break the mold, when you decide to build something extraordinary, expect resistance. Expect raised eyebrows. Expect criticism. Not because people hate you, but because they are trapped by their own fears. You must fight through it. Remind yourself daily, your dream was given to you for a reason. If others were meant to see it, they would. But they didn't. You did. It is yours. It is personal. It is sacred. And it is worth defending. The battle for your dreams is not only outside, it is inside. Outside voices will be loud, but the inner voice of doubt can be louder. Doubt whispers, maybe they're right. Fear says, settle for what's easy. Comfort begs, return to the familiar. But you must push forward. You must be stronger than your emotions on hard days. You must lead yourself when no one else is watching. Real fighters are not driven by applause. They are driven by purpose. They don't wait for the crowd. They are too busy laying bricks, one difficult day at a time. They are too focused on the vision to chase approval. They know respect comes after results. They are willing to walk alone today in order to stand tall tomorrow. Fighting for your dreams develops toughness that cannot be faked. Every rejection sharpens you. Every no pushes you deeper. Every failure teaches you to fight smarter. Nothing is wasted when you fight for something real. Every scar becomes proof of resilience. You must understand, your dream matters. It matters because it forces you to grow, to discipline yourself, to become focused and relentless. It matters because it calls out the best within you that would remain hidden otherwise. Dreams are not only about achievements, they are about transformation. They are training grounds for greatness. There will be days when courage feels absent, days when fear is loud, days when quitting seems reasonable. But courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward, despite fear. Courage is getting back up when staying down is easier. Courage is choosing belief every morning, even after yesterday ended in disappointment. There will be moments when quitting looks like relief, when progress is slower than you hoped, when effort feels unseen. That is when you must remember, you are not fighting for attention. You are fighting for your future. You are not fighting for their applause. You are fighting to honor the promise you made to yourself. Nobody else can fight this battle for you. They may encourage you, but in the end, it's you versus excuses. You versus doubt. You versus the temptation to settle. Winners are not people who never feel discouraged. Winners are people who feel discouraged and keep going anyway. Winners are not always clear. They take the next step, even when the path is blurry. Winners are not just lucky. They show up long enough to catch the lucky breaks when they come. Fighting for your dreams means letting go of the need to explain yourself to those unwilling to pursue their own. It means building confidence from within instead of waiting for outside approval. It means setting your sights forward and refusing to turn back. Some people will walk away. Sometimes it will hurt. Sometimes it will feel unfair. Sometimes it will be exhausting. But every day you fight, you are winning a war inside yourself. Every time you refuse to quit, you build a character that can endure anything. One day, you will stand where you dreamed of standing. You will look back and see that every lonely night, every silent morning, and every unanswered doubt was worth it. The doubters will still be where they were, still talking, still doubting. But you will be different. You will have proof. Proof that belief plus relentless action changes everything. Never apologize for fighting for your dream. Never feel guilty for choosing a path others are too afraid to walk. Never water down your ambition to make others comfortable. Fight for it like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. Your future, your peace, your best self all depend on whether you fight today. There will be a day when results speak louder than your words ever could, a day when your fight becomes someone else's inspiration. But to reach that day, you must keep swinging, keep believing, keep moving forward. Be your own believer, be your own fighter, be your own proof. When you feel tired, remember, the dream is not given to the fastest or the strongest. It is given to those who refuse to quit. Fight when it's hard. Fight when it's lonely. Fight when nobody notices. Fight because you owe it to yourself. Fight because you were made for more. And one day, when the world finally sees what you built, you won't need their validation, because you will already be living the dream you created with your own two hands. Chapter 4. Show up for yourself. Every single day. If you want real change in your life, you must show up for yourself every single day, not occasionally, not only when it feels good, not only when you're excited. Every day. The life you want isn't built on brief moments of motivation. It is built on daily commitment. It's built when you do the work even when nobody is clapping, even when nobody is watching, even when nothing seems to happen. Most people don't lose because they lack talent or potential. They lose because they are inconsistent. They show up on Monday, but vanish by Friday. They push hard for a week, but quit for a month. They commit when it feels easy, but run when it gets hard. That approach will never win. To succeed, you must become the kind of person who shows up regardless of how you feel. Your strength must not depend on emotions. If you say you'll do it, you must do it. If you set a goal, you must chase it daily without waiting for reminders. Consistency builds trust with yourself. Without that trust, everything else falls apart. The world rewards those who are consistent. Doors open for people who stay in the fight. Success follows those who keep moving forward, even on the slow days, even on the boring days, even on the painful days. When you show up for yourself, day after day, you build self-respect that nobody can take away. You stop needing outside validation. You stop waiting for proof that it's working. You stop depending on others to tell you that you're enough. You know you're enough because you prove it to yourself with your actions. Showing up doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean doing everything right. It means being there for yourself when it counts. It means moving forward even when progress feels small. It means realizing that one step forward is better than standing still for another day, waiting for motivation to save you. There will be days when you feel like doing nothing, days when the bed feels heavier, when excuses feel louder, when the finish line seems impossibly far. Those days matter the most. Those days separate dreamers from doers. On those days, you prove that your future matters more than your feelings. Train yourself to be reliable, not just for others, but for yourself. Be someone you can trust to follow through. If you cannot trust yourself, your foundation will crack. You'll set goals and never reach them. You'll break promises to yourself and lose faith in your potential. Every time you show up, you strengthen your foundation. Every time you keep a small promise, you reinforce your identity. Over time, showing up becomes natural. It becomes automatic. It becomes who you are. You cannot expect results without consistency. You cannot expect growth without discipline. You cannot expect transformation without effort. Dreams demand more than desire. They demand daily action. The ones who succeed aren't those who had the easiest path. They aren't the luckiest. They are the ones who showed up after everyone else quit. They practiced when no one was paying attention. They stayed committed even when results were slow. Every day is a new chance. Each morning is a blank page. Will today be another wasted page, or will it be a page that makes you proud? You owe it to yourself to show up. For the future you dream about. For the younger you who believed it was possible. For the version of yourself you're becoming. Showing up doesn't always mean doing something grand. Sometimes it's quiet, simple, unseen. Sometimes it means sitting alone, working on your goals when you could waste time elsewhere. Sometimes it means making one better choice than you did yesterday. Sometimes it means giving your best when your energy is low. Small steps are still steps. Small wins are still wins. Progress is progress no matter how slow it feels. The only way you truly lose is by quitting. The only way you fail is by deciding it's not worth it anymore. There will be energized days. There will be exhausted days. There will be inspired days. There will be empty days. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you show up. You keep stacking days, stacking actions, stacking effort. Your daily actions build your future. It's easy to show up when it's fun, when results are visible, when people are cheering. But real winners show up when nobody notices, when results are invisible, when it feels like the world has forgotten them. If you master the discipline of showing up every day, you can build anything. You can transform your health, your wealth, your relationships, your life. But it all comes down to this. Will you show up for yourself every day? Nobody else can do this part for you. Nobody else can endure your grind. Nobody else can clock your hours. It must be you. Look in the mirror and say, I didn't quit today. I didn't let feelings control me today. I chose my future over comfort. There is no secret formula. There are no shortcuts, just daily choices, just the grind of showing up when you don't want to. Every time you do, you build resilience, strength, and belief. One day, you'll look back and realize the life you dreamed of has become your reality. Not because of luck, but because you showed up every single day when no one else could see the vision but you. Show up daily. Show up fully. Show up until your future stands in front of you. Chapter 5. Cut out every distraction that weakens your focus. Distractions are everywhere. They hide in your phone, in your habits, in your routines, in the voices around you. If you are serious about winning in life, you must become ruthless about cutting out distractions that weaken your focus. Distraction is the silent killer of dreams. It doesn't always destroy you in one big moment. Instead, it steals small pieces of your time, your energy, your clarity, until one day you look back and realize you've lost years chasing things that never mattered. Every great achievement requires focus. Without it, even the most talented people fail. Without it, discipline collapses. Without it, you waste your best energy on things that produce nothing. Focus is the weapon that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Look at your life honestly. How much time do you waste scrolling? How much energy do you spend comparing yourself to others? How many hours slip away in gossip, drama, or meaningless arguments? How many dreams die because someone couldn't say no to distractions? You cannot expect to reach your vision while living distracted. You cannot expect to master your craft while letting your attention be stolen. You cannot expect to live an extraordinary life while spending your hours on ordinary things. Cut it out. Cut out the habits that drain you. Cut out the people who pull you down. Cut out the routines that waste your best hours. You cannot afford to carry distractions into the future you are building. This requires honesty and courage. It means saying no when everyone else says yes. It means stepping away from things that feel good in the moment, but steal from your future. It means recognizing that every hour counts. You don't get time back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Your dream deserves undivided attention. Protect your focus like your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. Success requires deep work. The kind of work you cannot do if you are checking notifications every 5 minutes or letting people drag you into their problems. Every distraction has a cost. That cost is your future. Is it worth it? Is the temporary pleasure worth the permanent regret? Ask yourself that every time temptation shows up. Train yourself to live differently. Train yourself to sit in silence and focus without interruption. Train yourself to lock in on your goals while others waste their time. Train yourself to be disciplined when others are distracted. That is how you separate yourself. Some distractions are obvious, but others hide behind excuses. I'm just relaxing. I'll start later. I deserve a break. Those small excuses add up. They disguise laziness as rest. They disguise procrastination as patience. Be honest with yourself. You know the difference between rest and wasting time. Cutting distractions doesn't mean you never rest. It means you rest with purpose. It means you control your time instead of letting time control you. It means when you take a break, it fuels you, not drains you. It means when you finish resting, you return sharper, not weaker. Every minute you give to distraction is a minute stolen from growth. Every hour you give to nonsense is an hour you could have invested in building your dream. Every day lost is gone forever. That is the cost. Winners don't allow distractions to run their lives. They design their environment to protect their focus. They build routines that eliminate wasted time. They surround themselves with people who sharpen them, not weaken them. They guard their attention like treasure. You must do the same. Build boundaries. Remove temptations. Block what steals your time. Distance yourself from people who don't respect your vision. Protect your mornings. Guard your evenings. Use your peak energy for what matters most. This is the truth. If you do not cut distractions, distractions will cut your future in half. If you do not control your focus, someone else will. If you do not take responsibility for your attention, the world will gladly steal it. Your dream is worth more than another wasted hour. Your life is worth more than another meaningless distraction. Your future is worth more than the comfort of wasting time. Decide today what you will cut. Make the list. Remove the noise. Take control of your attention. Focus fully on building the life you want, because if you don't, distractions will decide your future for you. Focus is power. Distraction is weakness. Choose wisely. Chapter 6. Refuse to quit when it gets hard. Everyone is strong when things are easy. Everyone feels motivated when life is smooth. But strength isn't measured in the easy times. It's measured in the storms, in the pressure, in the moments when quitting looks like relief. If you want to win, you must develop one unshakable habit. Refuse to quit when it gets hard. Hard moments come for everyone. No one escapes them. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail isn't talent, luck, or timing. It's the decision to keep going when the weight feels unbearable. It's the choice to stand up when everything inside screams to lie down. Quitting promises relief, but delivers regret. It may silence the struggle for today, but it creates a lifetime of what if. Every time you quit, you weaken your belief. Every time you quit, you train yourself to stop when pressure comes. But every time you endure, You strengthen your character. Every time you endure, you prove to yourself that you can handle more than you thought. Growth lives inside difficulty. Strength grows in resistance. Diamonds form under pressure. Champions are made in adversity. If you want to live a life that matters, you must stop seeing hardship as punishment and start seeing it as training. Your dream will test you. Life will push you. There will be days when nothing works, when progress disappears, when every step forward feels heavier than the last. That's when your true character is revealed. Not when you win, but when you decide not to quit. Refusing to quit doesn't mean ignoring pain. It means using pain as fuel. It means saying, I may hurt, but I will not stop. It means finding strength in exhaustion, clarity in chaos, hope in the middle of darkness. Winners don't escape struggle. They outlast it. They survive storms that destroy others. They endure pain that breaks others. They keep walking when others turn back. That endurance creates an edge that cannot be copied. Every great story is filled with hardship. Every hero faces battles. Every champion bleeds. What makes the ending powerful is that they didn't quit when they had every reason to. That is what makes you unstoppable. Not a life without struggle, but a heart that refuses to quit. Remember, the hardest days build the strongest people. The moments when you want to give up are the exact moments your future self will thank you for holding on. Pressure is temporary. Pain is temporary. But quitting makes it permanent. When it gets hard, and it will, anchor yourself in your purpose. Remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself what's at stake. Remind yourself that your future is worth more than your feelings. Say to yourself, I don't quit. I adjust. I adapt. I endure. But I don't quit. No matter how heavy the burden, you can carry one more step. No matter how dark the night, morning will come. No matter how painful today feels, quitting will not fix it. Keep moving. Keep standing. Keep fighting. You may cry, but don't quit. You may stumble, but don't quit. You may feel weak, but don't quit. Quitting is final. Struggle is not. Struggle passes. Growth remains. There is no crown without the cross. No victory without the battle. No strength without the strain. You cannot demand greatness without embracing difficulty. The truth is this: winners aren't the ones who never feel tired. They are the ones who keep going tired. They aren't the ones who never face failure. They are the ones who refuse to let failure stop them. They aren't the ones who avoid hardship. They are the ones who turn hardship into strength. Your legacy will not be built on how easy things were. It will be built on how you endured when things were hardest. Refuse to quit. Refuse to surrender. Refuse to let today's pain steal tomorrow's promise. You have survived hard days before. You have overcome storms before. You have risen from struggles before. This moment is no different. The strength you need is already inside you. All you have to do is refuse to quit. Chapter 7. Do the work. Others are too lazy to do. The world is full of people who want success but refuse to pay the price. They want results without sacrifice, rewards without effort, and achievement without struggle. That is why so few ever rise above average. If you are willing to do the work others are too lazy to do, you will gain the life they only dream about. Most people stop at the first sign of difficulty. They want shortcuts. They want an easy way out. They give up when the path demands sweat, consistency, or sacrifice. But winners live differently. Winners choose the hard work. Winners lean into the grind. Winners embrace the effort most people avoid. The work that feels heavy is the very work that transforms you. The tasks others avoid are the ones that separate champions from the crowd. Laziness will never build a legacy. Comfort will never create greatness. Excuses will never build the life you dream about. Every day you are faced with a choice. Do what is easy or do what is necessary. The easy path gives temporary comfort but leaves permanent regret. The necessary path is harder, but it produces strength, growth, and results. Look around. Most people choose easy. They scroll instead of study. They talk instead of train. They complain instead of act. That's why opportunity is wide open for the few who are willing to work. If you choose discipline while others choose laziness, you will rise above them without competition. Doing the work others avoid is not glamorous. Often, nobody notices. Often, nobody claps. Often, it feels unfair. But in silence, you are building. In the hidden hours, you are sharpening yourself into someone unstoppable. Success is built in the shadows, then revealed in the light. Lazy people call you obsessed. They call you extreme. They call you lucky when results show up. But luck has nothing to do with it. You built what they refused to build. You sacrificed what they refused to sacrifice. You stayed consistent when they quit. Hard work does not guarantee success, but without hard work, success is impossible. The question is simple. Will you do what others won't? The strongest body is built by lifting when tired. The sharpest mind is built by studying when bored. The most powerful character is built by doing what you said you would do long after the mood has faded. Nobody applauds the early mornings. Nobody celebrates the late nights. Nobody notices the lonely grind. But when the results come, everyone will notice. And by then, it will be too late for them to catch you. Discipline is rare because laziness is easy. That's why discipline is valuable. Every time you choose the harder road, you're proving to yourself that your future is more important than your comfort. Every rep, every page, every step compounds. The lazy can't see that far, but you can. You must be willing to sacrifice temporary pleasures, trade scrolling for studying, trade gossip for growth, trade excuses for execution, trade comfort for commitment. These trades don't feel easy, but they pay back more than you can imagine. The truth is simple. Average effort leads to average life. Extraordinary effort leads to extraordinary life. If you want what the majority doesn't have, you must be willing to do what the majority refuses to do. Every day ask yourself, what work am I avoiding? What am I tempted to skip? What is too easy to put off? Then do that work first. Attack the difficult. Embrace the grind. Don't let laziness steal your future. The people who rise aren't the most talented. They are the most committed. They build habits that lazy people laugh at. They practice when lazy people rest. They show up when lazy people sleep in. They endure when lazy people quit. That is how the gap widens, slowly at first, then permanently. Remember, comfort is the enemy of growth. Laziness is the enemy of greatness. Excuses are the enemy of achievement. If you let them stay in your life, they will destroy your future. Remove them. Replace them with discipline, sacrifice, and persistence. One day, those who laughed at your effort will admire your results. One day, those who called you extreme will call you successful. One day, those who doubted your grind will ask how you did it, and you will know the truth. You simply did the work they were too lazy to do. Chapter 8. Focus on you until you win. You only have one life. One chance to build it into something meaningful. If you spend it focused on everyone else, their opinions, their expectations, their timelines, you will miss your own. That is why the most powerful choice you can make is simple. Focus on you until you win. Most people scatter their energy. They chase approval. They compete with others. They waste time trying to prove themselves to people who don't matter. And in doing so, they neglect the one person who truly needs their full attention, themselves. The truth is, nobody else is coming to build your life. Nobody else will carry your dream. Nobody else can live your journey. It is your responsibility. That means your focus must remain on you, not in a selfish way, but in a committed way. If you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of anyone else. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean ignoring others. It means putting your growth first, so you have the strength, wisdom, and stability to serve, to give, and to inspire. It means knowing that the best gift you can give the world is the best version of yourself. Distraction will try to pull you in every direction. People will demand your time. Social media will demand your attention. Comparison will demand your energy. But if you want to win, you must learn to say no. No to wasted time. No to meaningless competition. No to approval chasing. Say yes to your vision. Say yes to your health. Say yes to your goals. Say yes to your discipline. Focus on building your mind sharper. Focus on making your body stronger. Focus on growing your skills. Focus on deepening your character. These are the things that carry you forward. These are the things nobody can take away. It will not always be easy. Some people will misunderstand. Some will accuse you of being selfish. Some will try to guilt you into giving your time to things that don't serve you. But you must stay firm. You must know that you are not living for their approval. You are living for your purpose. When you focus fully on yourself, you become unstoppable. You stop wasting time explaining your dreams. You stop asking permission. You stop waiting for validation. You stand in your own power, and that power builds every day. Focusing on yourself until you win means showing up daily for your vision. It means building consistency that others cannot match. It means pushing through when you feel tired, when you feel unseen, when you feel discouraged. It means remembering that success is not built in a moment. It is built in the stacking of days. Every time you keep your promises to yourself, your belief grows. Every time you complete the hard task, your strength grows. Every time you block out distractions, your focus sharpens. Over time, that focus compounds into a life that others will call extraordinary.
Do not get caught in the trap of comparison. Someone else's path is not yours. Someone else's timeline is not yours. Someone else's success does not diminish yours. The only competition that matters is with the version of yourself from yesterday. Be better today than you were yesterday. Be stronger today than you were yesterday. Be more focused today than you were yesterday. That is the formula. That is the path. Focusing on you until you win means refusing to quit. It means reminding yourself daily that your life depends on your discipline. It means carrying yourself with pride, knowing you are giving everything you can to become your best. Because here's the truth. If you don't focus on yourself, nobody else will. If you don't fight for your dreams, nobody else will. If you don't show up for your life, nobody else can. This is your journey. This is your fight. This is your life. Don't waste it watching others live theirs. Don't waste it competing for approval that won't matter in the end. Don't waste it distracted by things that steal your future. Focus on you until you win. Focus on your growth. Focus on your habits. Focus on your future. Block the noise. Block the comparisons. Block the distractions. Put everything you have into becoming the person you were meant to be. One day, when you arrive, when you achieve, when you stand in the life you built, you will know it was worth it. And the people who once doubted you, who once criticized you, who once misunderstood you, will have no choice but to respect the result. But by then, you won't even need their respect, because you will already know that you won.
Chapter 9. Protect your focus as if your life depends on it. Your future is built on focus. Not luck, not chance, not talent. Focus. What you give your attention to determines what grows in your life. If your attention is scattered, your results will be scattered. If your attention is stolen, your potential will be stolen with it. That's why you must protect your focus like your life depends on it. Because it does. Focus is power. It is the ability to take all your energy and aim it in one direction until something great is created. Without focus, energy leaks everywhere. You end up tired, busy, distracted, but not productive. You feel like you're working hard, but moving nowhere. In today's world, distractions are endless. Notifications fight for your mind. Opinions flood your ears. Entertainment tries to chain your attention. The world is designed to steal your focus. If you're not intentional, you'll spend your best energy on things that don't matter, and wonder why your dreams feel so far away. Protecting your focus means making choices most people won't make. It means saying no more often than you say yes. It means shutting out noise, ignoring meaningless drama, and building boundaries around your energy. It means designing your environment so your attention goes where it belongs, on your growth, your goals, your future. Every distraction has a cost. 5 minutes stolen here, 10 minutes wasted there. It adds up to years. Think of what you could build if you reclaim that time. Think of the book you could write, the business you could build, the skills you could master, the strength you could develop. Ask yourself, is this building me, or is it breaking me? Is this helping me focus, or is it stealing my focus? If it steals, cut it out. If it drains, let it go. Your focus is too valuable to hand over cheaply. Protect it the way a warrior protects his weapon. Protect it the way a parent protects their child. Protect it because your future depends on it. This will not always be easy. People will not understand. Some will call you distant, selfish, obsessed. But they don't see your vision. They don't carry your dream. They don't live your life. You cannot live to please them. You must live to fulfill your purpose. When you protect your focus, you gain clarity. You stop chasing everything and start building something. You stop being busy and start being effective. You stop wasting energy and start multiplying results. Make practical moves. Turn off the distractions. Guard your mornings. Use your first hours for growth, not consumption. Guard your nights. End with focus, not wasted scrolling. Schedule time for deep work. No interruptions, no excuses. Surround yourself with people who sharpen, not distract. Focus is not just about what you say yes to. It's about what you say no to. Every yes costs energy. Every yes costs time. Be careful what you give away. Choose your yes wisely. The truth is simple. Those who master focus master life. Those who lose focus lose their future. Your dream doesn't die because you're weak. It dies because you're distracted. So cut it out. Cut out the noise. Cut out the gossip. Cut out the endless scrolling. Cut out the people who don't respect your vision. Protect your focus like treasure, because it is. Your life depends on it.
Chapter 10. Nobody is coming to save you. This is the truth many people spend their whole lives avoiding. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your family, not your friends, not your boss, not the government. Nobody. If you keep waiting for someone else to rescue you, you will wait forever. If you keep hoping someone else will make your life easier, you will stay stuck. If you keep believing that luck or timing will magically lift you, you will waste the one life you've been given. Nobody is coming. It's you. Only you. Always you. Your dreams will live or die based on what you decide to do. Your future will rise or fall based on the actions you take. Your life will expand or shrink based on the standards you choose for yourself. This is not bad news. It is the best news. Because if nobody is coming to save you, that means you don't have to wait. You don't have to depend on anyone else. You don't have to beg for help. You have the power. You have the choice. You have the responsibility. You are the hero of your own story. Heroes are not handed victory. They fight for it. They bleed for it. They sacrifice for it. And in the process, they become strong enough to carry the weight of their destiny. You must do the same. Stop expecting shortcuts. Stop waiting for easy. Stop wasting years in blame, excuses, or self-pity. None of those will build you. None of those will change you. None of those will save you. Discipline will save you. Consistency will save you. Courage will save you. Relentless action will save you. Your life changes the moment you decide to take ownership. The moment you stop saying someone should help me and start saying I will help myself. The moment you stop waiting for opportunities and start creating them. The moment you stop blaming the world and start building your world. You do not need permission to grow. You do not need approval to change. You do not need validation to chase your dream. You need commitment, belief, and action. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will be lonely at times. Yes, you will fall and fail and question yourself. But that is the price. That is the path. That is the process. No hero escapes without scars. No champion rises without battle. No warrior walks through life without wounds. But scars are proof you fought. Wounds are proof you endured. And survival is proof you refused to quit. Nobody is coming to save you, but you are capable of saving yourself. You are capable of building strength, discipline, focus, and belief. You are capable of transforming your life. The question is, will you? Will you keep waiting for someone else, or will you step into your own power? Will you keep hoping for luck, or will you build your own future? Will you keep blaming, or will you take ownership? The choice is yours. It always has been. Look in the mirror. That person is your rescuer. That person is your savior. That person is your builder. Trust them. Train them. Push them. Demand more from them. Because everything you want is on the other side of their effort. This is your time. This is your fight. This is your story. Write it with courage. Live it with discipline. Build it with focus. Refuse to wait for anyone else. Nobody is coming to save you. But if you commit, if you focus, if you fight, if you refuse to quit, you will save yourself. And when you do, you will inspire others to do the same.
Your life is your responsibility. Success will never come from luck, shortcuts, or waiting for rescue. It will come from discipline, consistency, and focus. Every chapter of this journey has shown you the same truth in different ways. If you want to win, you must commit to yourself fully. Protect your focus. Silence the noise. Refuse to quit when it gets hard. Do the work others avoid. Build daily habits that strengthen your body, your mind, and your spirit. Above all, stop waiting for someone else to save you. Because nobody is coming. Victory belongs to those who keep showing up. Growth belongs to those who choose sacrifice over comfort. Confidence belongs to those who keep their promises to themselves. Freedom belongs to those who take ownership of their lives. If you give everything you have to becoming your strongest self, you will not only win, you will transform. And the person you become in that process will be far greater than any goal you imagined. Focus on you until you win, because if you don't, nobody else will.